Hey, 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 we're back, baby. It's your The Way Home, Back to the Pond recap squad. We are here to look into season 2, episode 9. I'm here without you, baby. Again, one of my top questions that I can't let go of, why the song titles for the episode titles? Like, are we supposed to like look at the lyrics and like match the lyrics and read between the lines and see how it's a perfect fit for this plot line of the story? The songs aren't included, but I'm here
Oh,
without you.
don't nobody knows.
Nobody
I
knows.
There's no answer. Every week I look for it, and then I get the song stuck in my head, and it has nothing to do with anything.
Here without you,
But
baby.
don't sing too much because then we're gonna get flagged for copyright. So I'm trying to keep it in my head.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Five.
Thank you.
4 seconds you can sing.
Oh, I
So
thought
you
it was
get
10.
five.
I've exceeded that then in the past.
All right, fun episode. We left off after the dramatic white flagged for Kelly raised Lingermore party. And now we've got a big mess to clean up. Mess of emotions, mess of events, mess of futures, mess of like hurt feeling. Like it's a mess, you guys, and we gotta get it cleaned up before we have the finale next time.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Whoa. It is episode 9.
It's a big finale next week because that's the end of the recap shows
Our year anniversary.
in 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay. Before we dive any deeper, at this point, to the loyals, thank you for being here with us still. But if for
Hmm.
some reason this popped up and you just like popped in here for the first time and you don't quite know what it is that we're doing here, Sven, give them the recap or the
Once
lowdown.
again, we are recapping season 2, episode 9 in this episode, but we will talk about all things that happened before and after this episode. So, spoiler alert, we will talk about things that come up that were not talked about in this episode. So we will spoil a lot of things for you if you haven't watched it. So please leave now if you haven't watched all the episodes and then come back and join us. We'll be here.
We'll be here,
Short and
especially
sweet.
if you've been binge watching this over the holiday and you're like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. This show's amazing. Let me go watch it all and I'll come back.
And
Um,
remember, seasons 1 and 2 are still on Netflix.
okay, and 3 comes out soon on Netflix, right?
I believe so.
Okay, we'll have to look into that. But yeah, I do believe that season 3 was supposed to, I have January in my head that they were going to add it and then have season 4 ready to air on Hallmark in the spring. Okay, so let's jump in. No pun intended because the episode starts and Kat unfortunately jumped into the pond and she's floating
Big
over
surprise.
Undermore unconscious. Insensitive?
Oh,
But
jumped
yeah.
into the pool.
Huh?
Jumped into the pool.
Not the fountain.
Oh, is that it? I was wondering. I was like, it's not a swimming pool, is it?
No,
It's
it's
like a
fountain.
decorative fountain for rich folks. Okay.
But the cops are there. They're questioning people. Nick gets Elliot out of the house ASAP.
Oh,
Elliot,
he's around now.
Sven's happy.
Wait, what? Nick's here?
Elliot rage blacks out, has a rage blackout and punches a hole in the wall. And is that the first time that it's explained to us like where that hole came from?
It was
Yes.
him, not Vic. It's
I
supposed to be
always thought
like
it was
a,
Vic.
because they made us think it was him. So now it makes sense why he kept it in real time even more in the
Yes,
future, because then it says, hey, this was you, not a reminder of what you don't want to be like in your dad, but in your younger self.
what you actually, yeah, yeah, well said.
Also,
Um,
it was a big hole.
that was a
For
big.
him to just punch that, he broke his hand for sure. It was giant,
Um,
frail walls,
It definitely was frail drywall. It wasn't plaster, that's for
right?
sure.
I did have another note to say because I've been saying, like, was it last episode or the one before that? And Elliot was like, I'm gonna make this place look good. And I was
yeah.
like, what do you mean? It's already renovated. Didn't you already do that like in your Mexico glow up era or something? And then I realized in the flashback, the house looks exactly how it does in the show currently. I was like, that's my white flag. No,
Aww.
he has not renovated yet.
Nick had some good interior design style.
Uh-huh, that color's nice.
Nice color.
Hmm.
Okay, so Ellie's tweaking in the past. We flash forward real quick, and it's still Nick and Elliot, but Nick is crashing out in the future. And what is he crashing out over? The log. The log that
Hmm.
Elliot kept for all those years, keeping track of when Alice ventured back into the past. And Nick finds out our most polarizing topic between the three of us. He finds out that Cat's kid is actually Alice.
Cat's
His
Alice is his
Alice.
Alice.
Oh, it's the same person.
That is weird.
Love to see Nick is bamboozled, flabbergasted, and like appalled by this realization. Cat
Hmm.
doesn't seem like maybe just like the shock is gone off on her, and she's like, "Yeah, yeah,
Whatever.
glad that you're caught up." Yes.
Like when she got shot, I got shot. Yeah, my
What? Tell
daughter
me
time
something.
travels. You didn't know it took you that long to figure it out.
Yeah, their treatment of Nick knowing this is just so nonchalant. Like it's just, man, well, yeah, whatever.
Like, yeah, catch up. We're moving on.
Yeah, shut up, Nick. We've known about this time travel forever. We're dealing with
Right?
something else. Like, what? You're bringing
Poor
somebody new
guy.
into the fold that was one of your best friends growing up, and something you've kept from him this whole time, and while it was happening.
Also,
And so now
yeah.
it's just like, eh, whatever. Eh.
And it's like wrapping your head around that time traveling is a thing. But also you were making out with my
Back on board
daughter.
here. Yes. Not only is it like, oh, wait, my first love is one of my best friend's children. It's, wait a minute, one of my best childhood friends' child came back into the past and I fell in love with her. What? There's a lot of layers to that. There's a lot of layers. And yeah, as per
I
usual, Kat and Elliot are too involved with themselves to consider that anyone else might need something.
right? I was almost surprised that he believed it like so easily
Well, we
because
saw him like
like
connecting the dots.
he's
The past.
already that's what I was thinking. Like he's already got it in his head. Like something is weird. There's no way. So then it's just the next little step to confirm. But like
Mhm.
if someone even told me, even if I saw that log, I'd think it was like Elliot just made it up. Like ha ha ha. Good
Oh, you
writing.
okay?
Yeah, like he was just writing an outline for a book or something.
Yeah, just
Right. It
happy.
sounds something like he would do that. But I guess the Alice, it's like he already was like, this is weird. So it's probably a relief to have some kind of confirmation. I'm
Right.
like, okay, I'm
I'm
not
not
crazy.
crazy. Okay, so yeah, really big first minute of the episode. Something happens next though in a present day moment with Dell that I need you guys to help me with.
I probably
Dell's sitting
missed
at the
it.
desk looking at the papers and like the documents and stuff for selling the land and all that stuff. And correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody drops a note under her door frame. That's in the present, right?
No,
And then it makes her think, like, oh, huh, that makes me think of when Jacob used to do this.
Mama Mail?
That's all in the
no,
It's
past.
all the past.
it's all in the past. I think she was just thinking back to being in that room when that happened and
Okay,
missing
'cause
Jacob.
as it was happening, I was like, oh my God, is Jacob back? Did he come back to the house and this is how he's telling his mom?
Hello.
Weird flex.
I think it was just a segue into the conversation they had with Colton telling Jacob to stay away from the pond.
So much foreshadowing in this episode.
Yeah,
That one for sure. I'm gonna take this black hole. What do you call it? A black hole or a sinkhole? The sinkhole.
sinkhole.
And I'm gonna turn it into a fish tank. Oh no, you will not. That is
Right.
off
I
limit.
time travel in that sinkhole.
Mm.
So yeah, so is was the point of that statement really because he wanted Jacob to stay away from the pond? Or Colton really knows what it is at this point, which he does, right?
I think it's both, right?
Because didn't he travel as a teen?
Hmm.
And by putting this out there and stressing so hard about staying away from the pond, is this one of the reasons why they just didn't consider Jacob fell in the pond when he disappeared?
Hmm.
Because they knew they had he had kind of ingrained in him so much to stay away from it. He really believes he stayed away from it.
Yeah.
But also weren't like Danny and him as kids frolicking around there for fun.
Yeah, but they never knew it. Um, Colton never knew it, and that's why Jacob hid the Polaroid pictures under the desk so Colton wouldn't see
Mm,
them. So at this
okay.
point, I mean, Colton still thinks probably that he stays away from it. Um,
Right.
I mean, I was really banking on that, and then I remember too that they found the dog, the stuffed animal dog or bear, whatever it was, in the ocean at the fair, which is a long ways away from the pond, so nobody connected. Maybe he made it back home and went into the woods and fell in the pond. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Yeah.
very far-fetched.
Lots
Okay,
of things.
that helps me because I was like, no, Sven, I still can't believe that they wouldn't have just thought of the pond, but the puppy being in the water, or was it a little like blue puppy or something? Um, that makes sense because your mind's gonna go right there at the
Yeah,
Grove or
like
whatever.
they wouldn't think he'd
He's in the
walk
ocean, not
home
the
and
pond.
let's take a dip. No, yeah, so
Uh-huh.
it's but they didn't take into account Finn, so
Oh my gosh.
Which he got a shout out. He got some screen time and he was in like the script
right. I got a little
mentioning
note
something
on that
about
later.
I know. I have a note later for that too to discuss. Hopefully, I don't think I even wrote it down, so we'll see if we get there. But
Not
yeah,
as much about Finn, but about what they were talking about.
All
Okay.
right, so then we get a little, there's so much ping ponging. Like we obviously go back and forth between multiple timelines in every episode, but this one I felt like was especially ping pongy and like just short little bits back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was a lot of back and forth today.
hmm,
But yeah, we're back in 2004. Alice is lurking around the hospital. Kat is like not with us. Um, is she unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Poor dear. And Alice just starts crumbling. And she makes her way into her room and she just like lets it rip. She's like, let's go, mom. You're too strong. Come on. All the rules are breaking around me. And if they are, and if they do, then what happens to me? And her voice cracks in the middle of her saying that. I'm like, what would happen?
No, yeah, nobody knows. It's all theory.
I
What would happen?
keep
can't
coming back
rewrite the
to it.
past.
Would she just poof be gone, or would she now not be able to travel forward and have to live her life there? Like
Or
go
is
back
that even
home?
anything to even have to worry about because you can't change?
Or does something magically happen where she now just becomes that friend and she's not related? Like, I don't
Mm,
know. But
mm.
in the back of my mind, all I kept thinking of when she was like, "Mom, you're strong. We need you." I think she was saying to her, all I could think of was there's a nurse right around the corner listening to this, going, "Which one of them hit their head? She thinks that's her
Right?
mom?"
But also, she yelled "mom" when she fell in the pond, and no one thought anything of it.
Right.
Or
Mom!
Not even
the
Monica.
Calling you mom.
right. So,
Mom.
If Rita was there, she would have heard it.
she would have been like,
What?
Ooh.
Rita went to school with Dell?
I don't think so. I have a theory she moved there later in life and came the gossip lady so she could feel like she had a place in this small town that she was
Oh.
new to.
That's true. Dell grew up in North Carolina anyway, so
Oh yeah.
yeah. Duh. That's so intelligent. Duh. All right.
Um, so yeah, and then we get along to Nick, and like I appreciate Nick so much in this whole like fiasco of finding out what in the world is going on. He's the voice of the people in this conversation where he's like trying to get his answers.
Hmm.
Um, he's like, wait a minute, so like Alice didn't know, Dell didn't know. Oh my gosh, all this time this was Kat's kid. He's just like flabbergasted and appalled and like again, voice of the people.
Hmm. I like that. what was it that he said, like, why'd you let me fall for Alice? Asking
Mm.
Elliot that to like actually address that, because it is kind of weird. Like, ew, even Kat, like, if you found that out, wouldn't you be like, stop? I don't know that she ever really had that moment, but what did Elliot say? He was just like, would you have listened to me? And it's like, okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought
Like,
that at that moment when I heard that, all I could think of was Elliot didn't even try.
mm-hmm.
And
Even to be
you'd think
like,
he would have at least said something or tried a little bit just to see where kind of where Nick stands on it all. Like if he would have even listened to him, like, hey,
Yeah.
listen, don't get involved with her or whatever. But he didn't even try.
Yeah.
And I
yeah,
just chalk that up to just Elliot being young and not, you know,
Hmm.
knowing a lot of how things work. And
Totally. Um, I loved where he like doubted Alice and or not Alice, Kat and Dell. He was just like, You're trying to tell me that Kat never realized that her daughter is her best friend from her childhood? Dell's
mm.
never made these connections. What are you talking about here?" Elliot's like, "No,
memories are fickle.
memories
Memories
are
are
funny things."
fickle.
You just don't, yeah.
Gosh, it's so
It's
fun.
it's such a I don't want to say lazy, but it's such a convenient, easy way for the writers to just to write that part off
Yeah.
that we were all thinking.
Uh-huh.
Because we were all thinking the same thing. Like, how does she not recognize her? How does Kat, this and that?
Mhm.
But
It is a good point though.
Voice of the people.
yeah,
Like, memories are kind of just made up sometimes. You know, when you think about the past, I'm like, I don't know what I would retain or what, who
Yes.
knows? Even though I
Yes.
love
but
to judge Dell.
tell me this. It's probably a little more difficult for me being a few years older than both of you.
Just a few.
Um,
Wait.
did you ever stop and think back to friends you had along the way and think, was this a time traveler? Was this a kid of mine?
Oh, no,
You
I did
know?
not. I've thought, would I remember that person if they popped up nowadays?
And
I'm
that,
like,
yeah, I mean,
yes. But even then,
I don't know. Memories are fickle. You just don't know.
right? You never know.
Well, and we talked about this in another episode, just the role that like pictures play for us now. Like for us, for sure. Like I have so many pictures of being a kid and like friends and all of that stuff that like when you see the picture, it's easier to hold on to that memory in your brain. But like not having any pictures of Alice, it's like
Hmm.
even
Right.
easier to just be like, what'd she look like?
I think back to some of friends I had growing up, and every once in a while, somebody will pop up like on Facebook or something, and I'm like, wow, I would not have recognized them. And
Mm.
this is not how I remember they looked 40 years
Yeah.
ago? So, yeah, I can definitely see Dell being a little more not recognizing her,
Yeah. It's just
but
she didn't change looks wise. The straight hair versus curly hair is not big enough of a change. And then also the suspicion around it would be a focus, like for me, if I was Dell back in the day. Like, where'd you come from? Like,
yeah.
where, like,
And
oh, I wonder who that Alice friend is. Does she go to school with them? Like,
I
that
get
would,
having a friend like that and just, Kat and her got along so well and hung out and had a couple sleepovers, this and that. But her visits were sometimes years apart.
Yeah.
And it's like I
Wasn't
sometimes
regular.
struggle thinking, would she still be this tight of a friend and in this family group? Like, would she still, just popping
Yeah.
in every couple of years?
Yeah.
that's how special it was. I mean, if that was like Loki, your daughter, there would just be a bond. I
Well,
can stand the
yeah,
test
that
of
aside, but I
time.
mean, it's like somebody like Dell questioning,
But yeah,
probably not questioning it, but probably not giving it a lot of credence because it's like, oh, here's that kid that was here a couple of years ago. Hi,
right?
Alice, how are you? You're a nice girl, but yeah, we'll see you in another couple of years, you
Yeah,
know?
I'd be like, why is this kid just coming around
So she's not
randomly?
like cataloging that as a permanent memory. That's just what I'm thinking, but
All right. So speaking of Kat and Alice, we see Kat has no recollection while she's in the hospital after
Yep.
lingering more. She has no recollection of Alice being there. She's like, I remember Elliot. I remember, oh wait, I was supposed to run away with him and head off to London. Won't talk about that. No recollection whatsoever of like Alice being there though.
Nope.
So,
Mm.
um, she realizes also then that she's gonna have a baby, and thank goodness Alice's crash out is restored. She's like, okay, good. I don't have to worry about anything. I am gonna be here.
It was so
And
casual, by the
so
way.
casual.
I was
Oh,
like,
the
what kind
baby's
of test
fine.
do you have to do on someone to find that out?
So wild. And then as casual as that was, Brady whips out the wedding ring that Kat left behind, proposes, and Kat says, hey, we're gonna name her Alice. Okay.
No, she did ask permission.
And he
Okay.
didn't even say
Not permission,
anything.
but collaboration.
He didn't respond. He was just like, we're gonna get married. And I was like, so is that a yes then, Braids, or what?
Mm. And then
But
Elliot's off in the side, crushed.
and I
Sounds
was
like it.
wondering
What?
how much he had heard. And then it
Mm.
got me thinking again because I was like, well, knowing Alice's age, does he must know a baby's coming. But then he was not close enough to hear that whole conversation or see any of it. So I was just curious what he had heard. If it was just like them getting back together or this baby or what.
I gotta imagine it was the whole conversation about the baby because that kind of sealed it for him that
It's
he's out of the
done.
picture.
Right. But it's like, okay, so then maybe the frustration with the London thing and ruining all that, like maybe he saw that as like his last chance because
Yeah.
I'm assuming he knew like baby Alice has to come soon. This is my last hope.
Unless he was really being shady Elliot and thought he could prevent Alice,
I was just gonna
Yeah.
Brady.
say, like Alice was on the nose then
Yeah.
with the whole like you tried to erase me thing.
Yeah,
And
right.
remember we talked last episode about this, and at least that was my realization on the Lingermore thing, was that maybe Elliot really did try to do that, and that's why he felt so horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't about like the party scene. Oh, we
No,
don't
it
want Alice
was,
to see us,
Ooh,
even though we
I'm
were 30 and drinking. But
I'm
like,
buying into that.
and this is just solidifying that idea that,
no,
you know
she didn't.
what, I did try to see that you didn't happen because I was going to have my shot with Kat,
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
and now it's not going to happen.
Ooh, Alice definitely speaks her voice on that one
You tried
a little
to
later on. Like, I don't get away from me.
erase.
How did I
I
not
don't
speak to you
erase me.
again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but before that, Kat goes ahead and jumps into the pond. She's greeted by a whole bandwagon of friends,
They're just waiting for
just
her.
waiting for her,
It's like
all
how
dressed and
convenient
ready.
behind the tree.
We've got Tommy, we've got Susie. We find out that Thomas struck up a deal with Cyrus. Jacob is coming home, and I felt like that was very misleading because they're all sitting waiting here by the entrance of the
Right.
pond to
But
go home.
Hmm.
did anybody feel like this was the exact opposite scene of when they walked off the beach and didn't acknowledge her?
Yes, yeah.
Remember when the three of them were just like, "Oh, you're leaving? All right." And they just turned and talked to themselves. This was
Like,
like
well,
the
I'll
exact
see myself
opposite.
out.
All three of them like welcomed her in and like, "Oh, we're all here," and they hugs and you know, it was the it was kind of what I think she was hoping for on the beach,
Hmm.
and she got it now.
Hey, and was that like purely coincidental? Like, how long have you guys all been waiting here?
About 3 months.
Hmm. Any
Um,
day now.
but Jacob goes home, not to the
Not
present day
home.
home,
Nope.
his
Uh,
1814 home. And oh my gosh, did anyone else smelt into a puddle with Elijah?
I know you did.
Oh my gosh.
Little Jacob kid or whoever that was supposed to be, I still don't know. Wasn't and then there was a man, a son or
A lot of
whatever.
folks on the farm.
And he looked like he was in modern day clothing, like in some Eddie Bauer or something. And I was like, yes, Elijah.
A
Uh,
shower and a
they just
toupee.
hugged my heart melt.
I was really happy. I do have in my notes, all caps, Elijah isn't alone with a heart.
He has his boy.
I feel way better now about him. Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
in the whole greeting, Kat says, forget all this like space-time continuum privacy stuff. I'm telling Susie girl. And she
Dude,
lets her know I'm a time traveler.
it was so weird. I was like, did I miss something? Because another person, Susie's just like, yeah, okay, cool. Makes sense.
Okay. So
That tracks.
our whole obsession with the Susanna and Kat like love story.
Oh, there's more later with that.
Okay, but that's what I'm thinking. Like we've made it 90% of the way through this first season or this second season or the first season that we see of Susie. And this is the first episode that's like, oh, there's some big feelings here between you two. And I thought that like we got so much more of that in season two. And I was like, wait a minute, we're just now getting to this?
Like up until now, I was like, why did we ever even
Why
like
did we
say
ever think
anything?
that? But then
Why would
like
I
in
bring
this
her?
episode, I was like, ooh, you guys do love each
But
other.
you know what? We're not alone on that.
No, they
There's
really, but like they really had to have like beefed that
right.
up in season three. Um, so yes, the confessing starts. She tells Susie, I'm a Landry. Guess what? Jacob is also a Landry. Like, this is our family land in the future. Look at this beautiful foundation you've created for our entire family lineage. That
Look
fireplace is
look
the
at that
center of my
fireplace.
home.
Wink, wink.
Oh, wait, why are you?
Spoiler, because Susanna hears that about the fireplace and they gave a little look at the fireplace real quick. Remember, that's where she puts the manuscript or the book that she wrote about the rewriting the history of Port
Mm.
Haven.
There it
So
is.
Cat would
I
find
thought
it.
I thought you were just saying that's where they could feel each other's touch or whatever they
Oh
said
my gosh, later on, it was
when they would
giving the love letter.
when
No,
they
it
go to
was
the
yeah, it was the book. So
Shout out to Hallmark Gold Crown Classics. If you haven't seen the movie The Love Letter, find it.
we need to watch that.
I didn't see a desk in there though.
No, but the writing, like,
Dear lady.
sit by the fire
Uh-huh.
and feel the warm embers and know that is us connecting
Right? I was waiting
through
for like
different
a
time
present
portals.
a present time scene where she's like like feels it. It's like
See, and
Susanna.
I kind of got the Lake House vibes, but I know you guys didn't like that movie, so
Well, I
Ooh.
did. It just blew up my mind.
Right?
it
I feel like
it
I couldn't even
Function for
process
two
it.
weeks.
that
You know
was a
what?
tough one to wrap around.
In our off time, I think I'll watch The Love Letter and The Lake House and any other time traveling themed
What's
movies you would recommend.
the Rachel McAdams one? The Time Traveler's Wife? No, that's
Yes, Time Traveler's Wife.
Is that Age of Adeline or
Age
whatever
of
it was
Adeline is
too?
another great
Mm.
one.
All right, I got four to keep me busy. That
And
might
there's
be enough.
another one that I love with
Back to the
Colin
Future.
Farrell, but it's
Amelia Clark.
there's a devil aspect in it.
Oh.
Amelia
Interesting.
Clark,
Isn't she
Last
in one
Christmas?
too?
Huh?
Isn't she in one too? Or am I
Um,
thinking Rachel McAdams?
Rachel McAdams is in Time Traveler's Wife.
What's the about? What's the
There's
one with
one
the?
called About Time, which is a
That's it.
great one.
Yes.
That is Rachel McAdams, isn't it?
Okay. Okay.
Yep. And the boy from Harry Potter.
Really?
Yeah.
Not Daniel, right?
No, Gleason.
Who?
Gleason.
Him.
I can't even see. I didn't even see the picture on the phone very well. Who's Gleason? Gleason's
Your
in
guys'
Kelly's dying.
problem.
Spencer's like, out.
You guys all right? Do you remember the Weasley brothers?
They're chirping so
Fred and
loudly. The
George.
picture goes,
No. Do you remember the other one, Bill?
Gleason.
Do you remember the older brother, Bill
Not
Weasley?
Charlie in Romania.
My
There
There's
was
brother
one
Bill.
called,
Romania.
there was a brother, Bill Weasley. He's played by
Yes.
Gleason, is his last name, that
Oh.
is stars in About Time. I'm not that off the rails, guys.
Oh no, you're not.
Laughing at Kendra.
What did I do?
Gleason.
Oh, Gleason. No,
His
it's been I
last name.
only
I don't know. I can't pronounce his first name. It's like Domhnall.
oh,
Domhnall. That's his
oh,
first name. His last name
oh,
is Gleason.
oh, okay. So what were you saying? Oh, he's in a time traveling
He's in
movie.
that time travel movie About Time with Rachel McAdams.
Oh, okay. I don't think I know.
That one is really good. That that movie is really good because it um
They dive into like the whole like if you fuck with the space-time continuum.
right. So there was a car accident and he wants to save his wife, but he's afraid that if he does, then their children will never be born because he's going to create a new timeline.
Oh.
So that one's really good and it's quite a tearjerker because his dad passes in that one
Oh,
Oh.
and his
Gleason.
dad could do it, could time travel, and now he's kind of helping his son learn the ropes and
Ugh.
that
Okay.
one is really
Yep.
good. I do have it on
Hmm.
my Vudu if anybody wants to watch it. My
Okay, I was
family.
gonna say maybe I'll hit up the library and see what they have, but
Um,
You
I
guys can
love
all
that you love Ron's tonation when he says that my brother Charlie in Romania.
mm-hmm.
My favorite things about him.
That was just I watched the first one the other day and he said that.
okay, so I
Okay.
have
Brother
no idea
Charlie.
where we're gonna cut this back in at.
No, I would like to keep
I
it.
gave the hands.
Ah!
While I was crying, I gave the hands.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, back at it. Alice starts freaking and tweaking out because her mom's gone and she's like
Freaking and
figuring out
tweaking.
all this stuff out. She's frantically texting Kat, hence, Mom, where are you? And like no response. Dell is just like over the fact that she keeps disappearing. Brady, however, is here in the present time, and he is not overlooking the fact that she keeps disappearing.
No.
He's
A
got a
good
plan. What's his plan?
a good father moment. You guys like to hate on
I'm
him,
taking
but
custody of you. You're not doing this. Your mother's a delinquent.
hmm
I understood that whole thing, and
Bitch.
you could tell what he wants to do, take her back with him. But the one moment when Al or Kat came home, looks like it was raining out. Alice hugs her, and they're, oh, I missed you. I don't know if that was enough of a moment to say, Kat, you're a great mother.
Why are you wet?
Yeah, like that's the
Not
moment where
rainy.
Brady said, "You're a great mom. I can't take her away from you." What?
right? I mean,
Because
they
you were gone
obviously
forever, showed up wet, and said how much you miss your daughter that you supposedly live with every day. I I don't
right.
get how he came to that conclusion.
Uh-huh. I think he just knew there was some kind of bond that they
Some
have
kind of
that he
pond.
does
I
not have.
mean, yeah.
Hmm. So speaking of the pond, yeah, Nick and Elliot make their way in present day down to the pond, and Nick is crashing out again, but he's having like an Anakin Skywalker moment where he goes dark, like starts throwing daggers and starts
There's no little kids
stabbing at
around.
Elliot. And he calls Elliot by another name.
Victor.
Said you just
And
like
he said that walking away and just let it hang there.
oh,
Right? And I was like, you're not wrong.
out for blood.
But that's got a sting.
He did it on purpose. Little
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
He knew what he was doing.
um one thing that kept coming up for me during this episode was now that we've seen Elliot get to the end of like the time traveling companion as a kid, and then like the show starts and we see Elliot like being on the receiving end or like living the things that he knew were coming in the adult version of a time traveler's companion, that chunk of time for him in between those two chapters had to have been so weird,
Mm. When
you
he got
know?
it, when he
Because like
got his
as a teenager,
wife.
sitting there like logging everything, learning about it the first time, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Knowing a hint of something is coming later in 16 years. He's like, oh my gosh, like learning, learning, learning. And then it stops. 16 years pass, and he's like, okay, they're here. It's starting again.
That's a long time too.
Right. Yeah. But what started again was all new to him because everything that he recorded and that he went through has already happened.
Hmm.
So now everything that happens now is new.
Yeah. All
You
he knew
know,
was like the starting point.
right. At
Like,
this point, he knows he was Alice is going to be Alice's teacher, and that's
mm-hmm.
happened now. So now everything is brand new to him. Kind of like when he left for his glow up, when he said, I finally have control of my life and I can do what I want
Hmm.
without being told what the future holds. Well,
Yeah.
that's this whole time right now. You know, this
Yeah.
whole segment is new to him. He didn't know back then that Kat was going to go back and Alice and cause Colton's wreck. You know, he didn't know all these things. So he's
Yeah.
learning them along with them, which I think is it's kind of a neat little underlying thing because he doesn't have all the answers. He's just going by what he wrote in that journal.
Yeah.
So he's learning too. We got to give him a little rope there.
Yeah. But he had like such a significant chunk of life where he had nothing, no
Right,
attachment with the pond, you know?
right.
Because I think of him like, oh gosh, your like future and your destiny were just sealed for you when you were 16 years old by this time traveling gal.
Hmm.
But it's like
Really,
you had
no.
a good chunk of your life where you didn't have anything to do with the pond.
Right. And that's why I found a new woman. Um, but I know I was like, did
Yeah, that
he
was just something I just was thinking about that in the back of my head a lot in this episode.
now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, what did he do with all that time? Where was he?
It's a long time.
It's a long time. In my mind, I always just thought it was like 5 years, but it's like, no, it's Alice's whole life so far, like
Hmm.
17 years.
So yeah, something to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then let's hop back into 1814. Elijah, after Kat starts dropping truth bombs and sharing deep, dark secrets about her abilities, Elijah hops on board and he's like, oh yeah, NBD. I knew he was a time traveler. I know you're a time traveler too.
By your strange clothes.
Your strange clothes, you show up here.
Rebecca prayed to the pond for a child or
I
whatever.
loved this backstory, and I don't recall ever seeing this before.
I wrote down, I was like, I've never seen this scene in my life.
I
Never.
love that I get to experience you guys watching the show for the first time.
Multiple times.
But also, yeah, for the fifth, but also first time somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never seen that scene.
So many answers given in this like story and these flashbacks and everything. We find out like Rebecca was trying to have a baby, or did they lose a baby?
They lost one to the
Ah.
fever.
They lost a baby, and then she's like praying down by the pond,
Mm-hmm.
and Jacob pops out of nowhere. And she's like, cool. Ask and you
And
shall receive. Thank
he's
you.
in a little ball and he's all dry. So he's been there for a
Been there for a
while.
while. Poor
And I
dear.
was like, did he ever try to jump back into the pond to go home or what?
Oh,
Yeah, I thought too, did he wander off and see the farm and realize he wasn't at his house?
but
Right.
And then he went back there to the pond because that's the
Uh-huh.
place he knows, and then he ended up drying off there. But
Uh-huh.
um
a lot of
yeah,
water.
because at this point, I mean, as a 8-year-old, he probably didn't think if I jump back in that pond, I'm gonna come
Frozen.
out back home. You know, he's probably just
Mhm.
losing his
Where
mind.
am I? The poor
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, then we find out Rebecca, like on her deathbed, told Elijah what happened.
Mm.
Um, and Kat's like, dang, the pond really does take you where you need to go.
I know.
Yeah, and it's it really, we've often questioned why Jacob, did he go back there? But he is the reason that the Landry
Mm.
stayed in Port Haven.
Yes.
Because Elijah said they would have left, but when he came along, they stayed, and that's why they're
Mhm.
still there.
And
So had Jacob not gone back, none of this would have happened.
yeah.
The Landrys wouldn't be there. They probably wouldn't, Dell wouldn't be around. Kat wouldn't have been born. Or Jacob wouldn't even have
Heavy.
been born. This whole thing just revolved around that moment of him going back. And that's what kept him there. It kept the
Hmm.
whole
And that
story.
really gives us like, even in this like rewatch, Kendra, I know you and I have both said this so much, like, why 1814? Like, why?
Hmm.
This is like such a hard season to get through in different parts, and like the momentum feels slower coming out of season one. Why did we do this? And like this scene right here is just like, this is why.
Hmm. So
And
that
so
was
here
like,
comes the
None of this.
another parallel. We What was that, Kelly?
My glasses were slipping.
Oh, you only did that with one finger.
He is
No, not that one. So
not
anyways,
do it again.
the parallels again because
censor that.
the conversation Nick and Elliot had where Nick was mad that you knew this all along, you never told me. Why didn't you tell me? Things could have been different, or I wouldn't have done this or that. You
Mm.
kept this from me for all these years, for 24 years or whatever, right? So then we go to this conversation where Elliot busts in on them, overhears what Elijah was saying and about the story in the almanac, and says, "Why did you keep this from me for 24 years?
Hmm.
Why did you not tell me about this?"
Good pickups,
So it's
man.
the same, that parallel conversation going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then that's when Jacob gets mad and he tears the page out of the book and says, "This is my story."
That made me sad. I was like, don't rip
Yeah.
his
But again,
book.
like without thinking of I've ever seen this scene before, I was like, that's where the pages are.
And his little note that he
Okay.
writes to his
Yeah, because
mom.
spoiler alert, we see an upcoming episode where he gives that to Dell as they're trying to convince Dell what happened to him. And
Mm-hmm.
then she reads that story that Elijah wrote. So we'll see that season three. But if you're here watching this, you've seen it all, so you already know. If
Oh,
not, I would apologize, but we weren't. I know that's harsh, but the pond is harsh. It can be.
right.
All right, then we get to our Finn spot. I saw him and I was like, you stinky little punk.
Who?
Finn,
Called him a punk?
stinky
That's
little
our
punk.
guy.
Just
Respect
out here time
him.
traveling and stuff,
He
going to
is.
different
I
decades.
I need the fin off because they even said like in this episode, oh, I mentioned that I might get to it later. I don't even know when it happened though, so I'll just say it now. But with Kat said, even when Finn can go in the pond with the Landry. And
Mm-hmm.
then so that got me thinking. I was like, I thought he went alone. I thought he just went for a swim because he's a dog and then would get transported to have his own adventures and just pop back whenever he wanted. But now he has to take a Landry. Is that confirmed? I
So are
thought
we
he was
saying
the
that
Landry.
he can't, the reason he traveled before was Jacob was in the pond with him? So,
I guess that does make
Kendra,
sense.
you have a pup sitting next to you, right?
I do. Were you
And
seeing her?
Kelly, do you?
She's somewhere
Oh,
in
she's not
here.
up here today.
Oh,
She was just
but
in
are
there.
those members of your family?
Yes.
So those are all members of our family, correct?
Yes.
Hmm.
So maybe they're saying that Finn is just a Landry through and through, and Finn can travel.
He's got
Yeah.
Finn Landry on his pup certificate.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That's what I like to believe. Like that was where I left
You're
off
saying
with
like
it.
your idea of a Finn-off was shot down saying like, oh, he was with Jacob, so that's why he could time travel, but without
Yeah.
him. Got
So
you.
I'm like,
Finn
does
was for
he
sure hopping and bopping around
he can travel alone too. We'll just confirm it right now. Whether
on his
it's
pup
true or
certificate.
not, it is.
Finn
So
Landry.
that does come up, and I have a little note about that jumping, traveling. But
So yeah, Kat and Jacob continue to catch up, fill him in on stuff. Jacob says, yeah, so like I'm not coming back with you. I'm not
Mm.
going to the future. And he just says, Mom will understand.
well, he said he'll make her understand, so he has a plan.
But
Hmm.
again, it's like bold statement to say.
Right.
That poor woman won't even.
Bold
What are
statement,
we supposed
Cotton.
to tell
Oh,
her?
Jacob, since you've been 8, mom's not understanding a lot of stuff.
But
But yeah, so he sits down, starts scrolling out.
as we learned, that message didn't get to Dell to say Jacob was there and all right. It went to Kat. She was
Mm.
the one, remember, she read that and put together that Jacob went back in time. So the message was there. It wasn't to Dell. I mean, it didn't get to Dell, but Kat got it, and that's what started her on this journey of going back and finding him.
Full circle.
So the message worked just in a big roundabout way.
Hmm.
I like that quote.
Oh yeah, I already forgot what it was, but
Which
something about
one?
the stars.
The explorer found a home, but still looks to the stars when he feels lost.
Right.
Uh,
Hmm.
Which it also got me too because there was a flashback of 8-year-old Jacob and teen Kat where didn't they say that? They were talking about the explorers and the stars in their
That was a
bedroom looking up
story
at
that
the,
they read.
with
the
the
glow in the
little
dark
stars on the
Snickers.
ceiling.
Yeah. So then for him to write that message for Dell, it's like, will she even get it?
Yeah.
Right. She'd be like,
But
"Oh, a nice old man wrote a
Spoiler alert.
message."
No,
I'd be
yeah, no.
like, "Yo, mom, it's me, Jacob. Look at
Right.
my fancy
I'm
adult
good.
handwriting. I'm here."
Hello from 1814. So Kat says, okay, cool, fine. If Jacob's not going to jump with me, Susie, you want to come with? Come on. Your witchiness will be very appreciated in the modern times. So they hold hands, jump in, and it doesn't work. Duh.
Right? Not
Right.
all are meant to
You can't
jump.
travel. But what I'm curious about is why didn't the pond let Kat go anywhere?
Because the pond only takes you to where you need to go. They
And she
did
didn't
not
need to
need
go
her to go
anywhere.
somewhere at that moment, and definitely didn't need Susanna to go anywhere.
Hmm.
Because Susanna needed to stay there to finish um, rewriting the history,
Got a
saving
lot to do.
Elijah by getting rid of Cyrus. Um, what else did she do? Oh yeah, she got Lingamore willed over to the Landrys.
Mm.
So she definitely needed to stay there. She couldn't go to the future, which we also learned too. Kat didn't realize you can't go forward. So
Oh, yeah.
Kat can go
Oh.
back to her time, which is forward, but Susanna can't go forward because that's not her time. Her time is right now. So if anything, it could have sent Kat back home and sent Susanna to like 1600 or something.
Mm.
You
Oh,
know,
where Finn's hanging out.
Hey, I know
it's,
a guy.
it's now 400 years old.
Um, Wait a minute. Say more. I'm drawing a blank again. Surprise, surprise.
No.
Say more about the Landry's getting linger more.
Season 3, episode 10. Spoiler alert. Come back in a few minutes.
Papers at
Um,
the stove.
yeah, Casey gives Jacob the will that Susanna had written up that Lingamore goes to the Landrys.
There it is. Okay. I was like, wait a
So
minute.
that will be resolved in season 4, hopefully.
Whoop, whoop.
There's a lot of theories going around online, and I'm not liking them.
Ooh, like what?
A big one is that Colton faked his death, and he's still going to be alive in season 4. Like,
Well, my
but
theory is the other version
I
of him is running
mean,
but
around.
my theory is, or my point is, or big question, what would be the purpose of faking your death?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like he was running from the law, or unless he's that got an alter ego and he's the criminal Sam Bishop was trying to put away. I mean, there's no
Hey.
point for him to say, "Ooh, I should fake my death right here. Then nobody will know
Yeah,
that
like it
I'm
doesn't
Colton Landry." Like, what? What?
somehow start anything or
Yeah,
yeah, like
there's.
get
I
anything
don't.
going. There's something more in my mind though with that I like that people are thinking that as well. Like
Bring it back to, yes.
he's
The
out
the
there and he's planning something is what
the
I
big
like.
one is that he's out there, and so is Evelyn.
Yeah.
Evelyn faked her death as well, which
Yeah.
and but when Colton faked his death, the theory is that Evelyn shacked him up or like hid him at Lingermore. Not shacked him up, but like
Yeah.
Evelyn hid him. And
I
Houston.
with Dell's help, there's a big theory that Dell came upon the crash and Colton at this point
And
is
that's why
like
she's
brushing
crazy.
himself off, like he's not that hurt. And she takes him, they run off. They're like, how can we fake this? And they go to Lingermore and have Evelyn's help. And that's one of the reasons why she says, you already owe me, you know. And it's
well,
like,
she already owes her in season 3. We already know
I
that,
know, but it's such a
fans.
stretch, and
But
I'm
um,
over it.
I like
I mean,
that is bizarre.
I appreciate the lengths people go through and the
Mhm.
thought they give it. It's amazing some of the stuff they come up
Yeah.
with,
Totally.
but I just can't wrap my brain around that without a good
No,
reason why he would fake his death instead of just being
no.
like, I'm all right. Here we go.
That
Just
though,
continue
if
living.
if there could be some kind of storyline that was Colton and Evie somehow both aren't dead and there's something happening behind the scenes with them, that would fulfill my heart.
Justice.
And
Because
then
even this
something
episode
happens to
highlighted that.
Brady,
No,
and
geez.
then Colton is alive and has to walk Alice down the aisle when she marries Nick. I get it finally. Oh, finally.
And you lost me.
Full circle.
I was so on board until the last 30 seconds. 10 seconds.
It was meant to be off the rails. Let's move on.
Okay.
I
Um,
I have nothing to say. All I will say is justice for Evie and Colton. Yeah, they're both alive and they're coming back.
okay, so Kat and Susie start declaring their undying love for each other. Susie says, I don't think I'll ever love a man. Love that for you. And then like they're just like holding hands in the candlelight, and then that's where I was thinking. I was like, oh my God, they are totally in love with each
And
other.
they were in their night dresses, which made it seem so like risque.
Yeah,
Right? Like
and
again, it
then
could also be risque or it could be like absolutely wholesome, like two sweet young girls
but
in like the depths of friendship.
those were their like night dresses. Those were like their intimates back then, weren't they?
Mhm.
And then
That's
Thomas
fine.
walked in and I'm just like, hey man, what's up? Check us
He's like,
out. Like
am I interrupting something?
Can I join the
Can I be a part of
thruple?
this?
the thruple.
Uh-huh. I mean, he comes in saying stuff about capturing a heart or whatever later on, so
Love triangle.
He
they're all thinking things.
This episode really shows his, I'm gonna make up a word, his smittenness with
Mm,
Cat.
mm,
You know,
totes.
he's really
Hmm.
showing his colors here, that his
Right?
feelings.
Mm. But yeah, she goes from like declaring her undying love for Susie, and then she goes off into the woods with Tommy, and it's like, I'll be back soon. Part of my heart is here now. Tommy goes, I'll carry part of that heart. And then I was like, ooh, and this is when I started crushing on him.
Okay.
Hello, Thomas. And hold a part of my heart.
Oh my God.
My only note I have right there was, ooh, romance.
Ooh.
I have that too. Romance.
I knew you would.
So yeah, Kat leaves. She hops out of the pond. She goes to find her daughter who's been texting her nonstop, Mom, where are you? Mom, where are you? She finds her. And mind you, Alice yet again recap all that she's witnessed and gone through and not had like any time to process this fully with Kat. Like she thought she was being erased.
Mm. Hmm.
Like she watched her mom like maybe kind of sort of die in the hospital. Like all of this stuff is going on, and yet again, Kat's nowhere to be found. But she shows up, so these two have an over dramatic welcome. Like, oh mom, oh Alice, oh miss, oh baby, baby.
And
And I'm
the
thinking, like, if you're a
So
normal
bad.
person who's not time traveling and you're sitting here, a Brady, my first thought is not like you said, Sven. God, she's a good mother.
Uh-huh.
Mine is
Like,
what the hell is going on here on this farm?
what's
my thought
happening?
might be opposite because she just
Uh-huh.
Yes.
left that day. She talked to Brady, remember?
Mhm.
Cat's like, why are you here? And then she's like, I gotta go. And then she comes back and this whole, I missed you so much. Like at some point, doesn't somebody like, hello, McFly, hello? Yes,
Is
I quoted
anyone
back to the
well?
but it's like, what is going on with these two?
Right?
This it doesn't seem healthy.
Right.
no one as well.
No.
But of course, Brady, man, that's a good mother.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, look at her. She's hugging her. I mean, that's a great mom, right?
Right?
Oh, God.
I
All right, so Alice finds out that like Kat and Dell did not speak after the calming of the Lingermore incident. And Alice wants to know why. As per usual, doesn't get any answers.
Right.
But we get a little flashback to the past and we get to see Evelyn.
Oh,
not the
Not that
young
Eve.
Evelyn.
well, I know, but this is I'm honoring her because when we see adult Evelyn, I like to believe that there's some type of similarities. I see nothing, maybe, but like everyone else is so good. But the Brady kid and adult has always been a little off. Evelyn is very confusing to me. Or I'm like, how did you go from this to this?
What
Well,
They don't
happened?
even seem very
you threw in about
similar.
45 to 50 years, so that'd be tough to match that up.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
true,
her
but even just
soul.
the yeah, the
You
life,
hear
the
it.
energy, anything,
That
even if
girl's
it's
seen
something
some things in Morocco.
right in Morocco with
I
what's his
mean, being
name?
married to Byron will do that to you.
Byron,
Background
man.
Byron in Morocco.
Hmm.
Lord.
And being married to shit Sam Bishop will do that
Shit,
too.
Sam.
No, I said sham.
He said shit, Sam.
Are we allowed to say those words on
Yeah,
here?
it's not listed as a
Should
family
I change
channel.
my name on here to that?
That's good.
That'll be the new name for him.
So
Sham.
we see
Sham
the
Wow.
rundown of when Dell and Evelyn, I can't call her Evie in this moment. She's definitely
She's
Evelyn.
Definitely
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
She's Evelyn. Dell and Evelyn meet, and Evelyn flat out says, like, I'm pressing charges. Like, this is a mess. This town is awful now. How dare these children be here in my home?
Hmm.
That's not Evie, but something is scoring the poor woman. And the only way that Dell wins her over is she's like, remember, Kat is Colton's daughter. Do this for Colton.
That was dirty,
So
right?
dirty.
Playing on that again. It's like you took my man.
Mm. And
But
Evelyn says something that struck very near to me. She was like, the more that happens in this world, the more I just want to stay home. I said, mm-hmm.
That made me start thinking where I was like, okay, you're trying to make us understand why she withdrew and was
Yeah,
sitting in her
reclused herself.
rocker all the time or whatever. But at the same time, I was like, if I don't get more of a backstory on this in season 4, that feels forced and I don't like it. So I don't know. It bugs me. She's my least favorite, like storyline, plot line, character arc, whatever, because I'm so confused by it.
Hmm.
It
Well,
feels
there's also
off.
something that really confused me in her like saga of everything. She said after she was like, the more this happens, the more I want to stay home. And then she like started talking about how lonely she is. And she was like, you're really lucky to have Coltons running around you, and I envy you for that. I was like, wait a minute. I envy you because you have Colton's children, or I envy you because you have children.
I think it
And I
was
was
memories of Colton.
like,
She had all
okay,
these memories of Colton doing,
Mm,
of all this stuff that happened.
and she
okay,
didn't
there
get
it
to
is. Because
have
I was like,
those.
you have kids.
Yeah,
Right.
I
Are we
think it's
supposed to infer
Colton
that like you aren't close with them and you're alone in your home? Like,
because right before she said that, Dell said something about a memory or something she remembered with Colton. And then she said it
Mm,
must be nice to have a bunch of Coltons around, like a bunch of memories of him,
there it is.
where I
Okay,
don't have that because you
there it
took
is.
that from me and you already owe me for that.
Mm.
Now
hmm.
you owe me for this.
Oh, I love that. I quoted that.
And she never collected that we saw.
She never what?
Collected. Because
Collected,
Dell owed her that debt, but
Oh,
Evelyn never collected that debt
never
from
cashed
her.
anything in it. Yeah.
right?
Dang.
She died staring at that pond from her window.
Mm,
Justice for Evie. But we're
yes,
for sure gonna get it because we saw
they
adult
come
Colton,
back.
adult Evelyn flashbacks at the end of season 3, and it gave us hope that we're gonna get more.
But also, I know, is it just more that I'm not gonna like? Because I don't know.
I don't,
Hope
yeah, I'm
it's
really
something
curious
different.
what they're going to do with that because everything we've seen is the teen actors in season four filming.
Hmm.
Which gives me hope because like they spent such they made young Evelyn so lovable.
Hmm.
It's so cool, so vivacious, so lively, so all the things. And if they're bringing it back for season four, then like you have to close the gap for us and what happened.
Right. But I don't
That
want just
feels
to like show the downfall of her. Like like you said, justice. I want that, like something better. Like this
hmm
actually isn't how it happened. She didn't just die looking out a
Yeah.
window depressed, which is like what this episode makes it seem. But yeah, because
She
if
just
I just
floated
have to
down to the
watch,
pond and traveled to go find Colton, but she swallowed too much pond water and got sick.
maybe.
Floating in the
On
pond.
antibiotics. Okay, so then Elliot and Nick in the future, not in the future, in the present, patch things up. Nick's crash out is officially done. He was like, oh gosh, low blow. Shouldn't have
You're
ever
not
called me
your
Nick. It's my
dad.
bad. Not a good
Mm.
look. And then says, hey, we're brothers always.
Hmm. That was nice to hear.
And then Brady says, hey, you're a good mom to Alice, Cat. I won't be taking custody.
And they say, "Can I be a brother too?"
He wants to
Yeah,
be a
because
brother.
that's one of the quotes I've written down where Nick says to Elliot, "You will always be my brother. That will never change." Is there something to that?
Oh my gosh.
Baby in the basket and Nick being an orphan and adopted. I don't know. We'll
So what
see.
you're saying is
There's a
T.S.
lot of foreshadowing in this episode.
Vic and
Mhm.
T.S. Eliot got together and had a young baby, and it was actually Nick, not Elliot. No, Elliot and Nick are twins, and they decided they could only keep one, so they had to drop Elliot off at the land trees in the basket. And that's why, wait, and then they couldn't keep the other one, so that's why Nick's adopted. That's what you're saying, right?
That is good, but a little stretchy, but okay.
I
He
mean,
has
what
no
else do you
purpose to be a
expect?
time traveling baby.
How are they brothers?
I don't know. It's just the way he said that was like,
It
Uh-huh.
did feel like
Hint,
lingering.
hint.
yeah,
It felt linger mooring.
Felt like a linger more.
it did linger a little more.
A little bit more than we thought.
Did you have to let it linger? Can you just
Um,
see old Evelyn sitting in her rocking chair singing that song, looking out her window, taking her
I
pills?
thought the world of you. I was a thing I could do.
Like,
I was. Oh, there's my. Okay, we can't get copyright infringement.
But
Okay, so we get a little flashback.
a little
Kat
bit.
ooh,
has said, "Yes, I'm going to marry you, Brady. Gotta go tell my mom. Not saying anything about the baby yet. Like, let me just do this on my own. I got you." She's so cruel to Elliot in this scene.
cold.
Cold.
It's like she almost
So
knows how bad her London thing was. And now that she's chosen this, she has to act like none of that ever happened. There's nothing. Me and Elliot are done, blah, blah, blah. Because she was
although
also
they
acting like it's done. It feels like a million years ago. And then I was like, wait, did you just get like discharged from the hospital like today or what?
it was probably 14 hours ago.
Okay. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, this is like 6 months later. She's
I think it
about
was
to
like
birth with the
13 and a
baby.
half.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah. That's very specific, 14.
As
But
opposed to 13 and a half.
Wow. I was just emphasizing the
Um,
specificity.
specificity.
spec- specificity.
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 Anyways,
Okay,
South.
so yeah, she's cold to Elliot. She just flat out says goodbye. The
Bye,
phone
Elliot.
rings and Dell again,
What
very
was this?
preoccupied. Like your daughter was, did you go to the hospital, Dell?
They did mention something about her, like, oh, she just left, or I don't remember what it was, but like that made me think, oh, she actually showed up. But what was that phone call? Like, what was the point of it?
I think it was
'Cause I was like, what was it? Why did they add that in? Just to
because it
show
was
that she's
one of those things
distracted?
that
Just to show what
pushed
she was
Dell
going
over the
through
edge
simultaneously.
for missing Jacob, and it showed Kat again where Dell's brain or head is at, that it's only on
Mhm.
Jacob.
Not
Yeah.
on
Still
the
taking those crank
smartphone.
calls and getting that upset over them.
And which pivots into their sad conversation.
Yeah.
Ease it up almost. Okay.
Yeah. I think it was just
Yes,
a segue
ease
bit.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so Dell didn't pick her up from the hospital. Kat saw herself home. 1 point Kat, 0 points Dell.
And even
Um,
like if it's like so bad, the linger more thing and all of that, like that happened, like you're embarrassed and mad, but like your kid also just died almost. So you still
yeah,
should be there. Like that's not even an
But
excuse.
we know she was there because at one point she was told that Dell went home to change her clothes and stuff, clean up a
That's
bit.
it.
yeah.
Okay.
So
But
she's
still, it's
there.
just like
But
But
Kat's
Kat just
age
never
is
talked to her
justified.
while she was there because she was unconscious.
right. And Brady's probably like, I'll just take care of her, Dell. Don't
Uh,
worry.
Brady also whips out a check from his family to buy the farm.
I
No,
was like, ooh,
Kat whipped that out.
Well, and then
Kat,
gave it to
I'm
Kat.
sorry.
But
Yeah,
yeah, and then Dell wants nothing to do with it because Kat's not going to stay with her. And
that was weird. And
I
she was
mean,
like,
look, Dell doesn't want to work.
it it's yeah,
I
I
need
got
somebody to run this farm. I'm done.
she,
right. There she it comes up a conversation later. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but she did say Dell said, I did everything I could to save this land.
Hmm.
Did she? I
all
mean,
she
there
did
were
was
opportunities were
arguing,
given to her to save the land, and she refused them.
right?
Multiple times.
So
And
many times.
and I mean, you can have just so much pride, and I think she way overdid it with that because she's had, and even when people were offering to help her present day, that wasn't a handout. Like when shit
Right?
Bishop, Sam Bishop,
Just like
Ah,
showing up.
did you
um,
do that on purpose?
I did, but
Okay. I was like, Kelly, did you hear
when he offered that money for her program that she wanted to do,
that?
that wasn't just giving her money, like, here, take some money because I have more than you do. It was
Even then.
for that thing, that co-op thing she wanted to do.
Fault him.
And you know what? Help was there, and she
Uh-huh.
Right?
keeps refusing it.
Pity
Mm-hmm.
party.
And I don't know if that comes from a sour taste in her mouth about her family losing all their money, and she doesn't want to be
Um,
dependent on other people. I don't know. I mean, the whole
but it's
thing is,
like, right, that's a good point, like a connection. Because in that way, I'd be like, yes, give me the money so I don't have to do this all over again.
Mm.
She's already had to do it once.
yeah,
But,
Yeah, but rather than doing anything helpful, she looks at Kat and goes, well, should have been Jacob.
right?
right. That was harsh.
That was so rude.
And at that point, you get why Kat left and never looked back.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
the whole time, and she said it before as teen cat, that her parents, when Colton was around, they didn't see her.
hmm
That was just all about Jacob and finding Jacob, and
Mm-hmm.
which, yeah, that should be a huge part of it. But she was there involved with it all too. It was her brother. She needed to be more into the fold, and they didn't do that for her.
Mm-hmm.
And Dell just emphasized it with that one line. It should have been Jacob. I
And
was
I
like,
kind of liked that
oof.
she gave it right back. I mean, I didn't, but I also did. And I also like that she thought to take the guitar, which
Aw.
is like, that's how Alice got it. But like in that moment when your mom basically just said, I wish you would have like died instead of my son, like to think I gotta get my thing and then I leave, like was a really
Yeah.
nice touch that like they let her have that moment at least of
hmm
like,
Yeah. But notice
I'll
she
take
took
you back.
something of Colton's and not of Dell's.
Right?
Dang. And
It
then
was
they didn't
so sad.
speak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It all
Okay.
makes sense.
In this next scene,
What? What scene?
this next scene with present day Alice and Nick, I'm not waving a white flag, but I'm gonna give you a point, Sven, for thinking anything that you think about anything happening with these two. There's some foreshadowing in the wording of this scene for sure.
There is.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of the theorists out there have jumped on this. is because of this scene.
This is the seed that plants it for sure. When Alice gets up and she's like, that's the problem with time travel. You're never the right age, or you're always the wrong age. Too young in 2007, too old for anyone here.
Yeah.
And you deserve to find someone here in your own time.
Right? Okay, so that like I of course was thinking about that too. And I'm curious where everyone's brain went because I'm like, mine didn't go to like they're gonna find each other in an alternate universe or somehow have the fan theories that those two are gonna be together.
I didn't get any inklings, any answers, or any like ahas, but it was just like dot dot dot, something is happening here.
I
Okay.
I still see it as Nick handled this like a very well-mannered adult in this situation. Like he could have
Mm-hmm.
made it creepy and he did not. I think the way it was handled, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see it,
Guys,
huh?
I'm getting something. I'm getting a vision.
A vision. Raven.
Okay. Everybody, you know how I'm obsessed with my like blue eyes thing and the vibrancy of like the blues in this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to do some connect the dots with the blonde hair. Evelyn has blonde hair, Nick has blonde hair, and Max have blonde hair.
Okay, because that's where my mind went. I was thinking about her future boyfriends, and I was like, well, all caps no is kind of like not fizzled out, but we know that whole thing with Max is such a focus in the
So
next
important.
season. So I was like, started wondering, I was like, does he travel? Is he old? Like, what are we meaning here? So keep going.
So do you think Nick is a good one?
Yes. Yes.
We're all stunned right now.
I mean,
That's actually I like that.
I like it.
I like that you went that deep into that and came up with
And
well,
then
that.
it like takes um Alice's like deepest connections. Her truest, like most favorite friend is Edie. Her first love crush is Nick, the person that we were adamant in thinking that she ends up with in season 3 is Max. Like there has to.
that makes sense. And also, we know we still don't know like who's who or whatever, but Evie has two sons, right? And only one of them is shown in scenes, and we never know who the other one is, right?
Right.
Could have something have happened? Maybe she no one ever knows who that second is. I don't know. And it's him. Who knows? But that's
I don't know.
interesting.
Yeah, I guess he would be old enough
And KC would know that.
that Nick and Claire are their parents.
No. Casey's not Nick's kid. No.
Who?
Casey's not Nick's
Oh,
kid.
okay. I don't know.
There's something there.
That would be so fun if those three, because like it's so special the point about Alice and being so close to all three of them and having special whatever with them. Like, I love it. Probably won't happen because our good theories never pan out, but I'm rooting for that one.
I have a feeling when this show ends at the end of season 4, the internet will be just swamped with fan fiction of people writing different stories about this.
Let's write one.
We
That could be an
should.
episode. That could be a
There we
new
go.
series.
There we go.
I'm writing the
We'll write
FinOp.
our own and people can just follow along with the story.
Yeah. I'm just gonna write where Finn has gone in all his
You're just
time.
gonna write the Finn travels. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what if having to give Nick up is what
Through
through Evelyn?
because he's younger than the other brother.
Mm-hmm.
So she could be in a different state, like mentally or whatever in life, if more time had passed.
But
Wait,
if we're to
Nick
believe that
and
Elliot is
Cat
the
are the
baby in the
same age.
basket, that's kind of what the consensus is, right?
Yeah. Because they say
So
poor Elliot.
Nick is the same age as that baby in the basket and the same age as baby cat. So that would be when Evelyn would have had him, is at that same time as those.
And we don't know what she was doing at that time,
No, we
right?
don't until season 4.
Right. Like it's not the last we hear about her being young, she's going away. She's like, "You owe me, Delilah," right? And that's like her last
And we
scene.
don't know the gap in between that scene and when
The Elliot gap.
see it, but we
Right.
don't know what the time is.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll put money on it.
That's exciting to think about. A theory not around the annoying characters that I am
So
annoyed with.
yeah, so what will happen is they're going to find out Nick is actually Evelyn's child. The
Mhm.
Landrys want their farm. They don't want Lingermore, so they're going to hand Lingermore over to Nick.
There
And Alice is going to come back as an older Alice and live there with. Oh,
I knew it. I knew he was gonna finish it like
you
that.
go. Let him have it. Let him have it.
Sure. And I don't
and
know why
hey,
I pictured them as
quick
like kings
question:
and queens.
do we know Alice's middle name?
No, I don't think.
I don't think
Okay.
so. Why?
Why?
What do you think it is, Nick?
No. What is it called when you jumble letters around to make a different word?
Oh, like an
Oh,
anagram.
An anagram. So there was a thing going around that Claire is an anagram of Alice with her middle initial for the R.
Alice.
And because,
Or also a code name that he made up because Alice is the only girl he's ever loved.
Uh-huh. Claire's
yeah,
fake.
so
It's
at
not
this
real.
point, I think the Claire Alice thing has got to be done. I don't see how people can keep going with that one. I do it as a joke with you guys, but
All
I don't
right.
see how anybody could still really think that because he's already been with Claire.
Or
And
has
he's
he?
just finding out about Alice and the time travel now. If Claire was Alice, he'd already know about all this.
Claire's not real.
Yeah, Claire's fake. I want that to be proved to me as well.
I still question the
Oh,
whole Claire
hello?
thing,
Hi,
but
Claire.
yeah.
Oh, you're breaking up with me? Oh, rats, I'm so sad. Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Uh-huh.
Sorry,
That
guys.
Or,
is
I had to
what
take that call from
happened.
Claire.
oh, hi Claire, you want to work things out? All right. Elliot, I can't help you with the renos. I gotta go back to Claire. See ya.
Oh, Claire, is this you? I don't have any other scenes to talk about because those are the only two that I remember of him ever talking to you. But I just wanted to let you know I think you're fake. Bye. That's
Oh
great.
my
Hi, Claire.
God. You're so funny.
So, okay, where did we leave off? They're sitting on the couch. Did we talk about this? Okay,
Cat's
they had
talking
their
to Elliot.
conversation.
Oh no, yeah, these two talking. But
Apparently, Elliot was watching from afar, so they were supervised,
He was
which made me feel good.
chaperoning.
what did she think was gonna happen?
But also, I mean,
She's
you
just a
can
really
trust
good
them.
mom, Sven.
Yeah.
Is she?
She's a
She's
really
never
good
there.
mom.
She's
But
always
I
coming
know
home wet.
she could have been there supervising, but no, she had her little boyfriend, honey, who's not even her guy, do it
Questionable
instead.
lover.
Wait, you mean the boy she keeps taking advantage of? Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, who also has strange rumors going around in school that he's dating her daughter too.
Ew.
I mean,
So, yeah, okay. So, chaperoning aside, during that conversation, we find out that Nick could never find Alice on Facebook, and that explained it because she wouldn't have made a Facebook, you know, 20 years ago.
but he did find her Facebook currently. Do kids have Facebook anymore? I don't know, but he found that one.
He did?
No, that's what
But
I think, and
but
that's
then he
why he got it
says,
in his head. He found her somehow, Alice, the modern one, and he saw a modern Facebook account, and that's what made everything click in his head. So he was like, I gotta go back to the Landry farm and see what's going on here because he was like, why is her name Landry? Why is she from Minneapolis?
I love it when you guys stretch your theories. That's
But
great.
that makes sense. Something had to bring him there, right? It wasn't Claire, it was Alice.
Well, it
See?
could have just been he wanted his
No,
friends. you know.
Well, we did see for the first time that, like, no, not the first time. 'Cause there's a couple of pockets. No, this is the first time thus far in the show, at this
Thus
point,
far.
that we've seen two different timeline characters exist at the same time in the same place.
Eh.
Yeah?
Eh?
Eh.
Yeah? Who?
Who has, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, there's no way that Alice could be like from the future and still like around with Alice in the present. Like that's too messy.
Right.
But then I was like, but we did just see a baby in Cat's belly Alice with time traveling Alice.
And we do see Alice and Alice interact in season 3 when she gets pushed in the pond.
Mm-hmm. And like Colton lingering with his like gold glittery like
What's
mist
going?
over him when he's spying on the family during the fireworks.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like it is possible. So that was more me thinking out loud. My bad. I already had my good aha moment for the episode. I'm done.
Hey. Oh yeah.
So episode wraps up. Dell's selling the land. Land comes and goes, but family's forever. So who cares about the land? Sign it off. We know you've been trying to get rid of it this whole time, Dell.
You don't even want it.
Don't even want it.
She never wanted it. She just wanted that man.
That's also part of the mama mail. You're asked, like, what was the point of all that? Because she says in this conversation with Alice that Jacob helped her remember that land comes and goes, but family's forever.
Mm-hmm. And
And
so
so that was back to those conversations
she says she does end up saving the farm though for the baby Alice.
that she had not met.
Mm-hmm. But it's like she bugs me. I mean,
Uh-uh.
I
Mm-mm.
liked it. I was like, okay,
Ready
nice.
to say toodaloo to it.
Right. But then it's like
Or you even knew there was a baby.
you're gonna right, this
Nope,
baby
she's
that
saving face.
you were just told that, yeah, you're not ever going to meet. So you're gonna put in all this effort for this baby that you don't know, or like it
Even
was
know
weird,
At
about.
this point, it's Dell. I just don't
She's
question it
drama.
anymore.
She's drama.
Yeah.
right?
God. All right, so then Kat lets it rip, says to Elliot, hey, I was ready to run away with you. My bad. Like, oops. Also I tried to bring Susanna back. That didn't work. Something, 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 something.
So
Thomas.
she said if Finn could travel the Landry, maybe a person could too.
And then she drops the name Thomas, and Elliot instantly becomes engaged in the conversation.
Oh my God, this just
Well,
I was so glad the episode was over with this scene because I was like, I can't handle this again.
yeah, because they talk about the haunted lighthouse and the noises that Rita was making with that plastic chain.
I
And
like
then
that
something
part.
clicked in Cat because they said that, yeah, he was executed by the British soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
So Cat loses it, books it to the Herald. Now,
Aha.
did they ride together?
Right,
Because
he was
Elliot
right
comes
behind.
walking in right behind her.
Elliot drove.
Well, the block,
That was not in a stable place to be driving.
the town is only like 2 square blocks, so she just ran and he sprinted after her.
I give
And since
up.
she's been running so much to Paramore, she's a little faster than he is.
Paramore.
And in all the episodes when she goes for a run and she's playing Paramore,
Oh yeah.
she's
Season two
conditioned,
beginning.
so she's faster than Elliot. So they just
Running
sprinted
to
the block.
Paramore music. I thought Paramore was a place you were talking about.
Lingermore,
Um,
Neighboring
no.
town.
yeah, but so once again, she takes advantage of Elliot, makes him use his gas to drive there. And then she's flipping through the book and she's looking for Thomas. And of course, Elliot is like, Thomas? Hmm, what? And then she sees that his name is in the book as somebody executed by the British. And then scene. That's the end of the
Which
show.
would be tough. The one part about when what's his name? Elliot was like always trying to bring up the rules and stuff. He's like, you can't change it. You can't prevent the death or whatever. And she's like,
Only
but I
when
can
you
at least say,
want to keep me getting a man.
What?
What?
Almost
Oh,
only says that rule when he's trying to interfere with her getting a man's.
uh-huh. But she was
There's a
still
word for
like,
that, but it
I
is
can
still
say,
somewhat family, and we're
I can
not going to
say
say it.
goodbye. AKA she can make out with him on the beach one last time.
One more time.
So yeah, now that's
Great.
All right,
NC.
Cyndi Lauper. Um,
She's being
Ariana
Ariana
Grande?
that sounded like
Grande.
what you were singing, Kelly.
Okay.
See me.
No, not that. Not the eye medicine commercial.
When you're down and out.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, the episode wraps up there. Oh, copyrights, here we
I
come.
know we can't stop.
But at this point, um, I don't really have any ponder points for this episode, just a lot of theories that we've talked about. The last one I had, I'm trying to have it make sense, but it doesn't. When Kat specifically talks to Elliot about Finn traveling with the Landry,
Mhm.
and Susanna couldn't travel, even though she was with the Landry, I kind of answered my own question there by coming
Hmm.
up with the idea that Susanna was needed back in 1814. But Elliot had no problem traveling with a Landry. Either did Dell because she married a Landry. Basically, she's a Landry, right? Is that
Yeah, I
what we're
guess
gonna
so.
say?
No, she's a fake Landry. She doesn't
She
get that.
is. Because the question I had was, is Elliot actually a Landry?
Does he travel?
He does go back and sees Colton, remember?
Yeah, and
Helps him build the clubhouse.
installs the light.
Yeah. So it's
Does
like, is there truth to this, or is there something we're not
Ew, then
seeing?
Elliot
oh.
and Kat are brother and sister.
No, not that
And the
weird.
baby in the basket was just being delivered from the hospital, and they had just had the baby, Colton and Dell. The stork was just dropping it off for them. That is their son,
That is how babies get delivered. So,
Mhm.
I
right?
mean,
I
but yeah, and
Got
then,
ourselves into a tizzy tonight.
but see, oh my God. So I was thinking about Elliot actually being a Landry and Sam Bishop, you know how he's standing over the pond looking at Jacob and telling Dell it's going to be okay.
Yes.
It's Jacob jumped in the pond
Yes.
and Sam didn't jump in the pond and it doesn't look like he ever did because he's not a Landry like we've been thinking.
That's what you think. That's Dell's brother too.
He's really not a Landry.
I'm not going to say where the show doesn't take place,
Oh wait, yeah, then he's not a Landry if he's her brother.
but it does take place,
Brother-in-law.
yeah, somewhere different where things like that are not acceptable.
Okay. So
We've really gone off the rails here.
we are getting so close to wrapping up, recapping, and it's just like I'm getting excited thinking about
Mhm.
this whole like piecing together all the things and thinking about what's coming in season four. I really hope that like I don't know. I hope the writers don't let us down.
I hope they were given enough time
Yes.
and resources to write the story as they intended.
Nick
But
is
yeah.
Adelaide's kid.
Hmm.
It's it's unfortunate. The more I hear, um, I'm hearing rumors that they didn't know that they had to
Hmm.
wrap it up until they already had like 4 episodes
Yeah, I
filmed
remember you
or
told us
recorded.
this, so I was expecting the worst, but that's what that like is why that's my wish.
So if the writers were cruising through season 4 with 3 or 4 episodes, thinking they were doing a fifth season, and then they said, "Nope, you're done here." Now they have to hurry up and finish it.
But also
Mhm.
like why?
So I think it's going to be wrapped up. We're going to get answers, but they're probably not going to be the ones we want because there's not enough time to work them out.
Yeah, I still think it'll be good because they've done such a good job with the whole show. Where like even watching this episode, I feel like there are moments where I was like, they like planned all of this out before releasing the first episode, right? Like the entire series was written
Oh,
because it's like so well thought out. So I
that
don't
writer's
doubt
room
this.
had their own FBI board with the strings and the everything everywhere. So
Yeah,
they had to have
but
that from the beginning.
they'll do a good job, I think. But yeah, I
Oh,
just
they will. But
we'll
I
have
still
our
think
questions still.
because it's going to be rushed that we're going to be like, well, we were
I
hoping to
probably
see
won't.
this or this person with this.
My
We were
Evie
hoping to find
backstory.
out who,
Mm.
what's his face? Jasper is on the beach,
Oh,
Are we going to get answers to all these things?
who all caps Noah is. He'll probably just dissolve or something weird
We
like
probably
that.
won't see him in season 5,
Five.
4.
I was like, wait,
I
what do
I
you know
could
that we
I
know?
could almost guarantee you we won't see him in season 5.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
You know who we will see in season 5? Finn,
Finn.
because that's when Netflix is gonna pick up his Finn off.
Finn off.
Give me a fin off.
And
I
there'll be
love
guest
him.
appearances on the show by Stormy and Lightning, and yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
All right. Is that it? Kelly's
Well,
gone. She's just on her phone.
That
Mom,
sucks.
where are you?
Mom, where are you? Okay, you guys, super special. If you've made it this far into the episode, again, 1,000 thank yous to you. Um, Crazy next week. The full 1 year anniversary from when we first started this. I cannot get over the timing of it all. I'm gonna gush over it. I don't know, a whole lot. The fact that we get to our 1 year anniversary and we are we're posting our final recap episode on that date. Ugh,
Mhm. It seems
ugh,
very appropriate for this show and how timing is all whatever. So,
timing.
yeah. Right. I know it's like timing is everything in love and loss. Name that movie.
In the meantime, until
Oh,
nothing.
Merry Mix Up. Isn't
Oh,
that what they say in
rookies,
it? Timing is
rookies.
very
everything
merry mix up.
in love
Red.
and
Um,
loss. Anyway,
Drop your theories. Do you think Max is Evelyn's child? Am I onto something here? Can we get that copyrighted in case no one has like suggested that yes, so we can finally be
Wait,
taken seriously about
get
it?
it
Max?
straight though. It's Nick who's the
Oh, Nick.
child.
Yeah, okay.
Max is
Don't quote me.
grand.
Don't
Yeah.
in there. She lost all credibility.
It's okay. We don't
That's why
want
we
that
didn't get those
copyrighted.
Hallmark VIP passes.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, geez.
Maybe this is why Alice is drawn to Max. Because
Nick.
Nick is Evelyn's son and Max is Nick's son.
And Max is the baby in the basket.
Well, I wouldn't go that far because that would make him way too old. But if you think about it, because Kat and Elliot and Nick are all the same age, and Alice is their child, right? So it goes that Nick could have a child that age as well.
So is his mom Claire.
Maybe the elusive Claire that we don't know yet. That's actually Monica. Oh no,
It's Spilsky.
Spilsky's. She got tired of him ruining the rugs and stuff, so he's out.
Yeah, he went to France with his son.
You got it.
On
didn't
that note, drop your theories in the comments. Are we onto something? Have we totally lost it and gotten too deep into the pond? Have we swallowed too much pond water? Let us
you? I don't
know.
know. I'm really liking this Evelyn Nick.
Nick is Evelyn's child.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
And if we're the
It
first
feels
ones to come up
right.
with that, which I don't think we would be, but if we are, you know what? Writers, producers,
Let's go to lunch.
hit us up.
Let
You
me
know
see
where to find me. I've already got your email, so.
I have so many questions. Okay, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Like, subscribe, share, do the things. Until we see you next time. May the pond take you wherever you need to go.
Yeah.
Bye.